Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on recurrence relations. So in this video, we want to solve the following recurrence relation in terms of n, and I have the problem statement in the blue rectangle here. Okay, it states that t of n is equal to t of n minus 1 plus 16. And then it states that when our input n is equal to 0, then, which is right there, then our function t is equal to 0. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create two columns. The first column will be called k, and it will hold the number of iterations that we go through. And the next column will be t of n, and it will hold our function at each iteration step. Okay, so let's start with our first iteration, which will be iteration number 1. We're just going to rewrite our problem statement, which is t of n is equal to t of n minus 1 plus 16. Okay, so to go to our next k iteration, we need to know what t of n minus 1 is. Now that's easy enough. We can just input n minus 1 into our original problem statement to figure that out. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we get t of n minus 1 is equal to t of n minus 1 minus 1 plus 16. And if we simplify that, we get t of n minus 2 plus 16. Okay, so now we can go to our second k iteration. So we're going to put a number 2 right here in our k column. And we're going to rewrite our function t of n. And this time we're going to replace t of n minus 1 with what we just solved for here. Okay, so we get t of n minus 2 plus 16, and then we need to add another 16 from right there. Okay, so we're going to do plus 16. Okay, so to go to our next step, we need to figure out what t of n minus 2 is. Now, just like before, it's easy enough. We can just plug in n minus 2 for n from our original problem statement. So let's do that. So we get t of n minus 2 is equal to t of n minus 2 minus 1 plus 16. Now, if we simplify that, we get t of n minus 3 plus 16. So now, if I go to the third k iteration, and of course I'm going to put number 3 under our k column for our third iteration, then our function t of n will look like this, where we're just going to substitute t of n minus 3 plus 16 for t of n minus 2. Okay? All right, so we get t of n minus 3 plus 16. And then we need to add the other two 16s as well, the 16 from here and the 16 from here. Okay, so we get plus 16 plus 16. Okay, and we're going to continue doing this until we can see some pattern. And luckily for me, I do see a pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And we're going to move on to the next step. So now, for some k iteration, so I'm just going to put k here, what does our function t of n look like? And let me go ahead and put a few dots here as well. Okay, so our function t of n is equal to T of n minus k plus 16 times k. And this is called the general form. General form. Okay, you may say, now wait, how did you get this? Well, I'll show you. I can see in the first k iteration where k is 1, we get a 1 here. When k is 2, we get a 2 here. When k is 3, we get a 3 here. Okay? Therefore, when k is k, we get a k here. All right? And then you may say, okay, well then where do we get the 16 times k from, right? Well, if we look again in our first k iteration, we're adding 16 one time. On our second k iteration, we're adding 16 2 times. And on our third k iteration, we're adding 16 3 times. So we're adding 16 k times. All right? Okay. So let's go ahead and create a new sheet. We're going to add a blank page. And we're going to rewrite that general form here. So I'm going to put general form. All right, so that form was T of n is equal to T of n minus k plus 16 times k. Now, we need to know when will this function stop. So if we go back to our previous page, we can take a look at our stopping case. All right, and our stopping case is right here. So our function stops when the input is equal to 0. And then, of course, it gives us our output, which is also equal to 0. So let's go back to our other page. That means that we need this input here to be equal to 0. And that's easy enough. We can just set n minus k equal to 0. This means that k is equal to n, and this means that n is equal to k. Actually, I think I wrote that backwards. Let me just make sure you can see this properly. So this means that n is equal to k, and therefore k is equal to n. Okay? All right. So now this also allows us to put this in terms of n. So let's rewrite our general form. So we get T of n is equal to T of n minus n, and I'm using that red color to show you where I'm substituting the variable n for k. And then we get plus 16 times n. Again, substituting the variable n for k. All right, let's go ahead and simplify this. So we get T of 0 plus 16 times n. And what is T of 0? Well, if we go back to our original problem statement, we can see that T of 0 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's continue simplifying here. So we get T of n is equal to 0 plus 16 times n, and this is equal to 16 times n. So this is our guess for the answer. If we want to be sure that this is the answer, then we want to use some other method to prove this true. But for now, you can just believe me that this is indeed true, that our function T of n is equal to 16 times n. And this belongs to big O of n. Okay, so that's the answer. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot from it. And if you did, please leave a like for this video. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And leave any comments or questions you have. as sometimes I do go over questions from the comment section in my videos. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.